Hi guys. Guys, a hot day today. My phone literally just popped. I had to take it out of its safety protector. This is a dunster house, a balcony fort. It's all gone up kind of okay. There's a few bits that are there. So, for example, the floor. We're missing one of the panels. Other than that, it's all kind of gone up okay. The beam at the top up there, which sits between the roof, had to cut down on one of the bits of wood, so this bit of wood was sticking out, but it was just too long. Don't know why it's in the pack, but seemingly we're missing a floor panel, and the roof support is meant to be the same as that. Obviously, well, it is now. I just cut it down. But for people that are thinking these are just completely DIY, let me know if you've got your drills and your bits and your saws and your other stuff. So you have to drill out all these. So there's 2 holes into each rock, and then you have to drill those out and get those in. I had to cut that top bit down. When you follow the instructions, it'll tell you to put a big washer, one of those little plastic covers, trying to find one, a bit like this. So what you do is you put a big washer in, then the plastic cover, smaller washer, then the lock nut. Dunster's not supplying the right size bolts, so these bolts up here can't actually fit it as per instructions. So I've just been doing it. You can see inside there how little thread is actually coming out. So how they expect you to get another washer and a plastic cap on there, God knows. But that's all through. This set has been concreted. I couldn't get any lower. This ground is like, when you get these pegs, I mean, they're sold as though like really safe because they're there, but these are shiny, silky sort of colour. Sorry, I'm nearly looking at something. So you want the ground to get hold of this. You want it to rust a bit so that the ground actually binds with it. So we use almost like rebars with a hook on the end, so that when it's in the ground, you can hammer it in through AstroTurf if you need to, or you can do other stuff. When you're digging out these holes, you can see how big that hole is. Imagine digging that into AstroTurf, and then digging another one there, and then over there, and then having to patch it all back up again. It's just a nightmare. That's not even full depth, because as I was saying, I was trying to get in, but you can just see how many stones and stuff are in here. It's a new build estate. Probably got half a house under here causing problems. But this is all concreted. I use rapid set concrete. It goes through. I've got the bars in here supported, so I'm hoping those lag screws are going to be okay. We've done it many times, never had any major issues, so that's all good. Because this set isn't straight, there's a few bits like that's sticking up. I mean, I could have dropped it, but then it's going to be below there. It doesn't matter if it's a bit on the higher side. What else is there to say? It's just stuff on here is just a bit weird. Like, spend money on the playset, but you just literally got a length of wood across there making the safety thing. And you just bang a couple of screws in. I mean, there's no design, there's no thought process, there's no anything else. These are basically just bang a screw through that way, bang a screw in the front, done. I don't know. Like, we bolt ours from the outside. It's good to have that wood in the middle. Why not grout it out and actually put these in nicely and screw through and then double up the top? Gives you an actually nice finish that's smooth. I guess it comes back to money. But anyway, I mean, that's the set really. Well, what was I going to say back here? Swings. If your ground is not level, the reason these become a difficulty to fit. If the tower is higher than the swing, then the swing is always going to be at an angle. If the tower is lower than the swing, it means you can dig in that and actually get it level. If in this case it's just slightly off, it becomes a nightmare, because you've got a long bit of wood across here and then a long bit of wood across, and you're having to line up 2 bits of wood on top of each other. If that bolt can't quite go all the way through, you're hammering the hell out of it for ages and you're just digging into the wood. So you have to make sure that these bolts go dead straight, and there's 2 bolts that go vertically and 1 horizontally and 1 in the other side to hold it. So you really need to get these in and done and level, or they're not going to go together properly. Next thing, swings. If you're measuring up and your space is a bit more tight than this garden, the swings do come off the back leg, okay? So don't think that they come off the middle, because you need to allow that swing space to be coming out further than the actual playset itself. So as that swing's coming, it's only however long it is. If you've got smaller kids and they're swinging, it's actually going to come out further than if you lift it up and you've got taller kids. So that swing itself is going to be coming right out. So you need to allow this space behind it. They've also bought the glider and trapeze. Trapeze is not an issue. You can literally just get it in and clip it, and things become very simple. The glider, I mean, I'm scared of these, because when we hook up gliders, we use 4 swing hangers, and we do it on the other side of the monkey bars. We'd never hang up a glider on just 2 hangers, because when it gets to a certain point, it tries to flip itself and it pulls itself back. So I don't know what regs they follow, but I just use common sense. But in terms of the glider, it's got a big gap between it. You'd have swing hangers this side and swing hangers that on both sides. Obviously dunster push with the whole thing of we wrap around our swing hangers. The whole idea, I think, is that I don't really know, it wraps around and it holds. However, wood shrinks, and therefore the swing hangers will then start moving. Going through the middle of the wood, you don't ever have issue. And if you use 4x4s on both sides, you can drill out the other side, and you can put the glider up hanging nicely. But that's the difference between coming to custom builds who look at everyone else's manufacturers and just a shop that's trying to upsell you everything. That's the Dunster House review. I hope that's all good for you. Thank you very much.